He's never been to a recovery court, has he?
I
don't think so.
He moved something there.
Yeah, oh, it's because he just never showed up. I know. Well, Becky, it says he needs prints. There's a posted, I mean, he was sentenced, so I'm assuming he had prints done
On which file?
on 21-20525. They don't write in the file like you do because you're so awesomely organized, but there's a post-it that says need prints.
Yeah, I don't see prints in the system either.
How did they sentence him then?
Not sure.
Neither. We need to look into that. Are there prints on his other file, 21-20575 FC? Okay, so I've got Mr. Glazier.
No.
Mr. Glazier is here on, all right, so is it Bonica? Okay, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Michael Timothy Bonica, file number 25-22139FH. I have John Glazier appearing on behalf of Mr. Bonica, and I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. This is the date and time set for pretrial as well as maybe bond hearing. Let's see here, Mr. All right, Mr. Glazier, oh, it's pretrial, so are you ready to proceed?
I am, yeah. My client would like a copy of this letter for court.
I don't know what letter it is.
It's a letter to me from Allison. He wants it for his.
Okay, all right, Mr. Adams, can we get a copy of something from Mr. Bonica? All right, so we will do that. So, Mr. Glazier, with regard to the pretrial today, it's the one right in front of Mr. Glazier. I think it's two-sided. How do you want to proceed today with Mr. Bonica?
Your Honor, he's going to plead guilty to counts 1, 2, and 4, with the understanding that counts 3 and 5 would be dismissed. There is no habitual in this case. There's a Killibrew that the minimum sentence will be 5 years.
All right, so he's going to plead guilty to count 1, 2, and 4, right?
That's correct.
And what was the Killibrew to not to exceed the guidelines and a 5-year minimum?
Yes.
And then I see that there will be no federal charges pursued. Is that part of the agreement?
In fact, that's the copy of the letter that we're getting is from the federal
I think that's
prosecutor saying that
Okay.
he does that. He wouldn't have an issue.
all right. And Mr. Glazier, it seems like there's a little frog in your throat a little bit. So if you can move that microphone a little bit closer and maybe speak a little bit louder. So Mr. Sneed is going to plead guilty to count 1, 2, and 4. Count 3 and 5 will be dismissed. There is a Killibrew agreement that he will serve a minimum of 60 months with the Michigan Department of Corrections to whatever the max is. I think you guys Killibrew to not exceed the guidelines, and you calculate the guidelines to be 36 to 60. And there is an email that Mr. Bonica has been provided a copy of from the federal prosecutor saying that no federal charges will be pursued. So Mr. Sneed, is that a correct recitation of the plea agreement?
Yes, it is, Your Honor, but I do have a portion of the written plea agreement that I'd like to place on the record, if I may.
Sure.
Just that both parties have the understanding that the United States Attorney's Office has agreed not to pursue federal prosecution for any of the underlying conduct described in the police report number in this matter, being Tecumseh Police Department report number 243257, as long as defendant pleads guilty to counts 1, 2, and 4 and receives a minimum sentence of at least 5 years in the Michigan Department of Corrections. If the United States Attorney's Office does not follow this agreement, then this plea would be invalidated. And that's all I have to add. Thank you.
So he would have a right to withdraw his plea if the attorney or the federal prosecutor does not honor the agreement.
I understand.
In effect.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Sneed. All right, so Mr. Bonica, you want to raise your right hand for me? And Mr. Bonica, make sure you speak loudly for me, okay? Because we have to record this for appeal purposes, okay?
All right.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, and Mr. Bonica, you've heard the statement of myself, your attorney, the prosecuting attorney. Is it your intention today to plead guilty to count one, child sexually abusive material, aggravated possession, which carries a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in prison and or a $50,000 fine? And this is a tier 1 offense under the Sex Offender Registration Act, so that's mandatory store registration for life. Is that correct, Mr. Glazier?
I believe so.
All right, and is it your intent to plead guilty to that count?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then is it your intention to plead guilty to count 2, child sexually abusive material, aggravated possession? Again, it's a tier 1 offense requiring lifetime registration under the Sex Offender Registration Act, carries a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in prison and or a $50,000 fine. So is that your intention to plead guilty to that one as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and then count 3 would be dismissed. So, Mr. Bonica, is it your then intention to plead guilty to count 4, children accosting for immoral purposes, which is a 4-year felony, carries up to a $4,000 fine, which is a tier 2 offense under the Sex Offender Registration Act, which is, I believe, 25 years. Mr. Sneed, he has no prior CSC convictions or anything that would affect the Sex Offender Registration Act?
Well, that's my understanding, Your Honor.
Okay, so, so 25 years. So tier 1, I guess, is, if I'm right on this, it would be, he must register in person once a year for 15 years and be listed in a public registry. So, so Mr. Bonica, is it your intention then to plead guilty to all 3 of those?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, are you satisfied with Mr. Glazier as your attorney and the advice that he's given you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, other than the plea agreement, which was pretty comprehensive, that was placed on the record, neither the prosecutor, the defendant, or anyone on the defendant's behalf has discussed any other possible sentence with the court. Is that correct, Mr. Glazier?
Yes, it is.
Mr. Sneed?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Bonica?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if a guilty plea is accepted, there will be no trial. This means that you will be giving up rights you would have had at trial. I'm going to explain those rights to you now to make sure that you understand them. You have a right to a speedy public trial by jury. You may ask for a non-jury trial, and if the prosecutor and court agree, you can have a non-jury trial. You have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have the prosecuting attorney prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you are guilty, and you do not have to prove anything. You have the right to be present at trial and have witnesses against you appear at trial and to ask those witnesses questions. You have the right to have the court order any witnesses you might have to appear at your trial. The defense to appear at your trial. You have the right to remain silent during your trial, not to have your silence used against you. However, you also have the right to testify at your trial if you want to testify. Do you understand if your pleas are accepted, you may be giving up the right to appeal issues that would otherwise be appealable if you were convicted at trial? Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that any appeal from the conviction and sentence pursuant to the plea will be by application for leave to appeal and not by right? Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you are not a citizen of the United States of America, a conviction of a crime may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States of America, or denial of naturalization. And you understand you're going to be required to register under the Michigan Sex Offender Registration Act?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions about the rights that I've given to you?
No.
All right, how do you wish to plead to the charge that on or about September 25 of 2024 in the city of Tecumseh in the county of Lenawee that you did commit the offense of child sexually abusive material aggravated possession? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And how do you wish to plead to the charge under count 2 that on September 25 of 2024 in the city of Tecumseh in the county of Lenawee that you did commit the offense listed under count 2, child sexually abusive material aggravated possession? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
All right, and then Mr. Bonica, how do you wish to plead to the charge that on September 25 of 2024 in the city of Tecumseh in the county of Lenawee that you did commit the offense listed under count 4, children accosting for immoral purposes, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
All right. Has anyone made any threats or promises to you to induce you to plead guilty to these charges other than what was placed on the record?
No, ma'am.
Do you understand if I accept this plea, you will be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given? You need more, speak up, Mrs. Spade.
I asked him to speak up.
Okay. Do you understand, let me see, do you understand if I accept this plea, you'll be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of promises or threats that were not disclosed to the court on the record during this hearing, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea? Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the prosecutor or defense counsel aware of any promises or threats or inducements other than the plea bargain to induce the defendant to plead guilty? Mr. Glazier,
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Sneed,
No, Your Honor.
other than the plea agreement, has your attorney promised you any particular sentence or estimated what your sentence will be?
No, ma'am.
All right, is your own choice to plead guilty?
Yes.
All right, so Mr. Bonica, on September 25 of 2024, were you in the city of Tecumseh in the county of Lenawee?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, were you at your house?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and did you possess or have in your possession sexually abusive material involving sadomasochistic abuse or bestiality?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, did you know that it was, you possessed it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and, okay. And, did you, okay, so that's count one. Are you satisfied on count one, Mr. Sneed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so for count two, the child sexually abusive material aggravated possession, did you have in your possession child sexually abusive material involving a prepubescent child?
Yes, ma'am.
And you knew you had that in your possession?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and then, for count four, did you, solicit an individual that you believe to be less than 16 years of age with the intent to have that individual commit an immoral act or submit to sexual intercourse or some act of gross indecency?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, were you texting or Instagramming or Snapchatting? What were you doing?
The Telegram app.
Telegram app?
It's like Snapchat.
Okay, and so you thought that individual was under the age of 16
Yes, ma'am.
and it was your intention to induce them to have sex with you?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, it was texting and talk, but it was sexual in nature, yes.
Okay, all right, Mr. Sneed, any other questions on that count?
No, thank you.
Has the court complied with MCR 6.302 B, C, and D? Mr. Glazier,
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Sneed.
Yes, it has, Your Honor. Thank you.
I accept the plea. It has been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. The defendant has full knowledge of his rights. He does have competent counsel. This court has made no agreement regarding the plea or a possible sentence in this case with the prosecutor, the defense attorney, the defendant, or anyone acting in the interest of them. But of course, barring any issues with the federal prosecutor, the court is bound by any Killibrew agreement at this time struck between the people and Mr. Bonica's counsel. So I'm going to refer this matter to the probation department for a pre-sentence investigation. I will set it for sentencing on May 29 of 2025 at 8:15 in the morning. Mr. Bonica, you can come in person or you can appear via Zoom. How would you like to appear?
Zoom will be fine.
Okay, that'll be Zoom. Mr. Bonica, someone from the Michigan Department of Corrections, probably an individual named Chris Jones, is going to come over and meet with you at the jail. Be truthful with them about your background, the events that occurred. He'll prepare a pre-sentence report. Mr. Glazier will review that with you in advance. And then we will see you back on May 29 of 2025 at 8:15 in the morning. All right?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.